Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Bozmos2, where we are playing Chaco. This is turn 63. Let's jump into things. Okay, we have completed Alteration 7. We're doing the run up to Alt 8. Gonna do the run up to Alt 9, basically. Most of what we are trying to do is gonna probably fold into that, I would assume. Gosh, that's gonna be rough. We'll get there. Alright, anyways, we've got Auspex with nothing, Nomalor with nothing, we did Naiad Warrior Summon, we got doubles on Auspex here in Midria, but unfortunately one of them is an Eagle Tribe settlement, so this isn't really great. We take a look, we've got Sparkling Fields gives us +1 air gem, but the Eagle Tribe settlement just gives us access to Eagle Tribe. They're not super good, so, you know, they're not the worst thing in existence, but we don't really get anything cool out of it, unfortunately. Dark Knowledge. First Dark Knowledge found nothing. Nomalor found nothing. Second Dark Knowledge found a Garden of Bones here in Grifa, which is turned into a Stellar Province. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gems out of this one province. That's pretty good. Very cool. And then the second Dark Knowledge found another Garden of Bones and a Graveyard of the Damned. That is an additional 1 and then an additional 2. So our Death Gem income went up from 6 to 4 in this turn. Very, very nice. Very good. Another Naiad Warriors. Then we got Proclamations from New Atlantis and from New Relay, of course. A couple of battles. Battle in Blue Moss Forest, where we put our Wuya, and of course there's nothing. So, this is unfortunate. This means he knows what we have going on here, and he can decide whether or not he wants to do anything about that. Our undefended province in Endless Plain was taken, so he sent someone out there. Or, well, he didn't have to. We didn't have anyone on there. We had a battle in Pastena, right? All of our undead battles. We have a battle in Pastena, where we tossed a Wuya at a bunch of undead, and this is gonna be basically nothing, cause so these Cav are gonna get here, but we're gonna get Iron Skin and Strength of Gaia off before they get here. So basically doesn't matter at that point. The undead can't really do anything. This Wuya just goes ham. Finally gets Summon Earth Power off. Nice. That's actually pretty needed. The fatigue neutralus. Can't even hit him. Between the repels and the vine shield, they just can't touch him at all. That's what we wanted to do. Nice. And we finally get Moss Body off. Wow. Okay. All right. That was a thing. Kill 142. Easy peasy. We get to witness a battle between Satis and Ermor. So this is that big Satisian army, and it's up against basically nothing. Easy peasy. Did he kill himself? Did he take it? No, he took no casualties. Then we have another battle here in Jereb. This one's a little bit dicier because this is a Monketsina versus a bunch of undead, but the same principle applies, right? Our Vine Shield, along with the ability to repel, we put up Meditation, we put up Iron Skin, and we put up Strength of Gaia. Now, we did take a hit in there. So there is that. set into things and get a summon Earth power off. That's nice. That actually gets us decent reinvigoration. And now it's just slowly but surely kill things. The green slime effect is pretty cool looking. Rusty equipment, eh? Spellcasting got interrupted. Why would he cast Temper Flesh? Make any sense? Oh, no. Yeah, why did he cast Temper Flesh? He's probably got the wrong thing on him. That should have been a Temper Armor. I do that a lot, like Temper Flesh and Temper Armor. Oof, I mix those two up a lot. Which is unfortunate. These undead are just sticking around forever. I mean, they're undead, right? So they have crazy high morale, but... Jeez. I was gonna say, normally someone's routed by now. Alright. Monkatsina. 13 does it. He takes the victory. Another 147 guild. Nice. We've taken control of the province of Pustinia. Met no resistance. Ah, right. I forgot about that. Oh, no. I think I have a plan there. Worldwide event has occurred again. Magic 3. We want this to continue for the rest of forever, honestly. I'm perfectly happy with that. We get a small gold event, some unrest, a local lawgiver, caught a traitor. We get a hardwood club. Sure. Air gems and water gems on the verdant steppe. One of our mages has befriended some magic units. Over here, we got some gnomes. Cool. And then units across the world have been healed. Sweet. The entrance to the fortification in Zaburia has been breached. Uh-oh. That means, yep, he moved a bunch of units on there. So a bunch of ghouls, banes, and mound kings. Right? We're going to be trying to move people together to deal with that, basically. In fact, I think we might do a bit more than what we already have done. We'll talk about that here in a second. And then the fortification in Blue Moss Forest is unharmed. Waldenburg is repairing faster than we can siege it. Pistinia is unharmed. And Pancake, the goddess of Vanarus, has been permanently vanquished. Okay, what are we doing this turn? Movement. Let's talk about movement. We are sending a sorceress. Again, part of our attempt to spread our sorceresses out so that we can have viable communions in many different locations. We're sending that sorceress over to the Verdant Steppe. Continuing to funnel crystal sorceresses up into Pistina. We are moving more crystal sorceresses up into Pistina. We are... we'll deal with that in a second. We're sending Bozmos2, one of our Earth Gnome Lore casters, over to Chaco to help with some Gnome Lore. And then, yeah, we can talk about this. That's our basic movement. The rest is attacks, basically, or repositioning for attacks. So we're sending Mong 20 down onto Anremark in order to hopefully just kind of sit there and claim that province. We may send out the crocodiles to try to help siege it down, right? We've got 30 crocodiles at 2 siege strength each. That's 60 siege strength for a fortification of 500. That'll take a while, but, you know, it's something that can be done. So we'll see about that. We are attacking onto Zaburia with Wuya 19. We're also going to be... So Wuya 19 has a very simple force, right? That is not very large, but in theory should be large enough to face off against a simple force, as long as this force doesn't have a crazy amount of additional mage power. But just in case it does, we are sending Sorceress 9 with a Starshine Skullcap and Winged Shoes on a mission to fly on over to Zaburia with this army, and we're breaking siege at the same time. So we're sending Sorceress 10 over there to cast Light of the Northern Star to give all of our guys +1. Basically the same, the same trick that we've seen Marverni use, for example, right? We're gonna spam out solar rays and try to just destroy the undead. Pretty simple stuff. Breaking siege with a bunch of star priests. They're the recipients of that. Light of the Northern Star. My mind busted. And I think we're actually gonna go ahead and do like a Mong Katsina out there as well. Do something like that, and we can break, just in case there's something weird that happens, right? And like this army gets interrupted, or there's a fight with just these people, or something like that. Because we have a small combat force that's gonna just block for the Star Priests, but it's not a very large one. It will definitely die. So I think if we throw out a Mong Katsina as well, something very simple like a Meditation, Iron Skin, Strength of Gaia, and not even do more than that, just that and attack. So we won't need that Earth. Oh, that reminds me. We are sending some water and astral to Erythia, doing some trades. We're getting some earth out of it. Might actually see if we can get some more fire to feed our ravenous lightless lantern production in the near future. But right now we're kind of hurting for earth, so I want to get some padding there. We're attacking in Zaburia. Or defending, really, in Zaburia. We're attacking in Onremark. Let's talk about up here. We're going to bring Wuya 17 down. I want to get to Takaregus, so we're going to head down to Ossuary with the intent of basically just hitting up the laboratory before maybe heading back to Pustinia and then down into his territory. We want to outfit this Wuya with not a burning pearl, basically, but we'll see. Then we are bringing Mong 6 back into Grifa, kind of resetting just a little bit. We are leaving Wuya 7 or Wuya 2 on Blue Moss Forest with the assumption that he is going to attack us. But we are reinforcing Wuya 2 with another Wuya, with Wuya 18. Similarly kitted out, similarly scripted in order to, I don't know, kind of double our chances there. I considered actually sending like 4 or 5 Wuyas out to try to like see if we could just, I don't know, man battle his freaking ass off. I also had the concept of trying to get some and this is something that I might actually still do, because I think no, we don't quite have, well, we probably could. Basically the concept that I was looking at was like, we could send out some Star Priests. Flag. You know what I should do? I should do this one instead. Because if we can't make it with this, it's kind of a moot. Although, who has the boots of, someone has my boots of swiftness somewhere. My boots of swiftness. Oh, it's this guy. This monk Katina has him. Alright, well. He's gonna fatigue the fuck out. Let's see if this Star Priest can actually make it up here. So, in theory, another thing that I thought he can. So, I might do this. I might send up 2 Star Priests to fluff Wuya 2 and Wuya 18. And see how that goes. I don't know if it will go, per se. But, you know, like, throwing on a body ethereal. I mean, I think King Gobia has magic weapons, but not all of his units are sacred. So just throwing up something like a body ethereal and maybe like a luck or something like that could be potentially useful. Not super useful, but potentially useful. Yeah, why not? Why not? Relatively low investment, honestly. Oh my god, why not is because the lag is intense. Come on, game, jeez. My goodness. This is an insight into what people are having to deal with as far as like like that and that. Do body ethereal, a luck, basically. Else that we really care about? Probably not. Just run after that. Retreat. That. Body ethereal, luck. I don't know why I'm just kind of assuming that that guy's in the right spot. I should just do the typical thing, like that. That way I know that those two are going to be in the same spot. I wanted them to be closer, but I don't think it matters. I don't know why there's... I don't know if there would be a reason for me to want them to be closer. Can I just... You know what? This is actually a good question. Can I just make it to Blue Moss Forest with the whole army? I cannot. Okay. I didn't think I could, but... Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, lag. Where's the other one? You. All the way up there. There we go. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Just a little extra fluff. Could be good. Might not matter, but see. I feel like I'm missing boots. Probably not missing boots. I probably just have boots sitting around not doing anything. Yeah, I've got boots just sitting around not doing. That's not great. It's not great. It's not what we want. Send another group. Oh, that's the other problem is we don't have. Yeah, we're not outfitted. We're running out of fire gems basically because we're trying to do. Okay, but that's another thing. We've got 2. We're running out of fire gems because we don't have a high enough fire income. I feel like I never have a higher enough fire income. By the way, is fire like the rarest one or something like that? I don't know. I always feel like fire is super low for me. Almost every game I play, I feel like fire is super low for me. So with the situation that we're in, we need fire gems for firebrands, we need fire gems for dragon helmets, we need fire gems for a fire resistance item, we need fire gems for lightless lanterns. So we're kind of in a pickle with fire gems. Probably gonna have to start trading people for fire gems. Fortunately, again, we've got a lot of astral pearls that we're kind of trading at deficits, which is kind of not the best idea, but I don't really feel like haggling with people, truth be told. So on one hand, I kind of want to send more reinforcements. kind of just want to send the whole army back on, right? But I should probably be taking this opportunity to march this army from Pistina. But I think, you know, I think this is kind of the safe and boring play, but I honestly do think just bunkering down and researching up to... Oh my god, it's gonna take... It's 16-2 to get Enchantment 9. It's gonna take... Oh, it's gonna take so long. I mean, our research is increasing every single turn, but, you know, next turn we should have reliably over 3k ish. Not quite, no, not reliably, but pretty close. So we're gonna need this turn and next turn. I don't think we'll finish Alt 7 or Alt 8 next turn, and then it's gonna take like another 9 turns after that. Probably not, though, because again, if we continue to progress and we're able to get some fire gems in, then we could actually continue to boost our research. So maybe we can shave off a couple turns, but we're still looking at something like turn, you know, 75 before we're packing Army of Gold, which is the thing that I'm like, yeah, if we have Army of Gold, we can beat this stupid ass fire drakes. You know? Doifa. Low research on Chaco was just not the route to go. I think, you know, maybe it wouldn't matter if this game was going to go super long. Kind of like the game, where we could just catch up and do whatever we wanted. But since the decision's kind of been made to pull at turn 100, we're definitely not going to hit full research at turn 100. Not with slow research. Like, that's just not going to happen. All right, anyways, let's move on. We are doing a bunch of forging, mostly, again, trying to just fill out options here. More stone birds, more copper plates, more scutato volturnuses. We are continuing to do firebrands, continuing to do dragon helmets, continuing to do more boots of the messenger, 4 more lightless lanterns, and I think that is primarily it, honestly. We might consider doing a couple more of our dwarven hammers with the earth gem pot that we're going to be getting next turn. Now that our earth gems are over the requisite number of gems required for a hammer, then we can kind of help mitigate that loss a little bit. I think we have about... How many do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have 10 active hammers right now, which isn't bad. It's not that great. Maybe we could get up to like 15. Again, we're kind of like, I have the mentality of long game, whereas you know, at, what is it? It's like 16? No, it's like 18 gems. Is it 18 gems? Just see. Base. I think it's base 18 gems now. Yeah, base 18, so reduced down to 16. So it will take 8 turns just to make back. So if we make one next turn, we'll have, at turn 72, we'll start making, you know, profit off of it. It's just like, yeah, it's still worthwhile, but it's hard to sell that concept for the 100 turn finish, right? Anyways, I don't think we're gonna do a crazy amount of stuff towards the 100 turn finish kind of concept. I'm hopeful that our current situation is gonna look well for us. I don't know. I don't see a lot of stuff happening from the sub for Kangobia. So I feel like this is kind of probably just gonna. Ooh, hey, there's his god, Azaldor the Progenitor. That's his crazy egg god. Uh-oh. I say that things might be heating up in the very near future. If he brings this army to bear with his god, and we'll have to keep an eye on this. Like, if he moves here next turn, we might consider not abandoning Old Man necessarily, but kind of abandoning Old Man. Oh, I didn't really talk about this either. We're attacking Iron Caverns with just Wuya 1. Wuya 1 and all of the Monketsinas. Not Monketsinas. Katsina warriors, right? We just got a big old blob. And this guy is potentially going to kill a bunch of people, but as long as we have our Wuya defended, they should be able to stab the shit out of him. You know? So fingers crossed. Alright, anyways, that's going to be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.